The meeting will please come to order. This evening, President Congo will be presiding virtually. President Congo, are you ready to take the floor?
Yes, I am, Councilmember Cabrera.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for allowing me to be virtual and for being the anchor. I also want to thank WITN staff for making this virtual meeting possible for me. Hello, everyone. Today is Thursday, December the 8th. I am Trippy Congo, President of Wilmington City Council. I just want to thank everyone who has joined us in council chambers and virtually. And as always, we want to encourage you to join us at our city council meetings and also at our committee meetings. Just as a friendly reminder, there is a Google Form sign-up link for anyone who would like to give public comment. Public comment will take place after non-legislative business. We will have our opening prayer by Akira Gennardo.
Heavenly Father, we have assembled to handle the affairs of our city. As we do so, we ask for your guidance and understanding. We pray that our city reaches a place of peace and safety. Keep us out of harm's way and bless those who are in authority. Let respect be key in all our endeavors. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. At this time, we will recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, please call for the roll.
Councilwoman Darby. Councilwoman Oliver. Councilwoman Harley.
Present.
Councilwoman Fields.
Present.
Councilwoman McCoy.
Here.
Councilman Johnson.
Here.
Councilman Field.
Present.
Councilwoman Cabrera.
Present.
Councilman Mills.
Present.
Councilman Spadola.
Present.
Councilwoman Bracy.
Present.
President Congo.
Here.
10 present and 2 absent.
Thank you. And council members Darby and Oliver did ask to be excused. At this time, we'll have the reading of the minutes from the previous meeting.
December 8th, 2022, City Council met on regular session with remote participation on the above date at 6:30 p.m. President Ernest M. Congo presiding. The opening prayer was done by Akira Gennardo, Deputy City Clerk. The Pledge of Allegiance was recited by City Council.
I move the minutes be accepted as written.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that the minutes be accepted as written. On the question, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. At this time, we'll have our city treasurer's report.
December 8th, 2022, total investment, $501,415,815.70. Total cash on hand, $14,324,150.29. Grand total, $515,739,965.99. Submitted by Dwayne Sims, City Treasurer.
Mr. President, I move the treasurer's report be received, recorded, and filed.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that the report be received, recorded, and filed. On the question, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. At this time, I'll accept the motion to accept all non-legislative business.
So moved.
Second.
Moved.
It's been properly moved and seconded to accept all non-legislative business. On the question, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Do any council members have any presentations this evening? If not, I would like to recognize resolutions from Councilmember Brigida Fields, sympathy recognition for Michael Kool-Aid Bowles. Sympathy resolutions from Councilwoman Oliver for Vincent Patton, James V. Tigani II, and Harriet Denise Brock. Also from Councilmember Harley, she recognized the Old Sweets Reads Across America. Also, I'd like to add to the agenda results a recognition resolution for the Breastfeeding Coalition of Delaware, sponsored by myself. At this time, we will move to public comment. I believe that we have 2 people that are in council chambers and 1 person so far virtually. Just as a friendly reminder for public comment, there is a Google Form sign-up link in the chat for anyone who would like to speak. Your time frame is 3 minutes. First, we have Earl Tate.
Greetings. I'm gonna say that this being the last meeting that we have this year, we have came through a lot. As we look back over this year and history that the Delaware, Wilmington, Delaware has been under, we got to see plenty of things happening, and we got the chance to participate in most of them. But now we getting ready to come into a new year for 2023, and our children are the main ones that have a lot to look up to us for the new year, and we're the ones that have to be setting forth a good example. We got to take them by the hand and take them down the memory lane and teach them and show them the way. And when we're having a discussion, the parents themselves make sure that the children are not in there to hear what's going on, because we wasn't in there when our parents was talking. So let's keep it up. And let's try to set a good example for them, because we are their leaders. We are their guides. So we got to do it. And this winter, it's going to be a cold winter outside. So let us look at the baking houses and everything, and at the people who are out there on the street. Hey, we got to make a way much better than it has been. But until we do, we got to stand up and take our position. And I like to wish you all a happy and Merry Christmas, and may the new year come in brighter and better than this year ever was.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Tate, and happy holidays and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you also. Next, we have D. Marquis Hall.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you, President Council Trippy from wherever you are. I'm grateful to be here at Council with you guys today. And I saw on the news that our police chief is going to be moving or trying to move. He's interviewing for a position in St. Louis. And without a police chief here in Wilmington, we have a lot of weight on our shoulders as a community to protect ourselves and to try to navigate with leadership that is either here or not here, present or not present. We don't have a chief right now, and he doesn't have any desire to be here, whether he gets this new position or not. But prevention is key, and the police don't actually stop crime. We know that. That's something that myself and the council president agree upon. We know that the police don't stop crime. We interviewed for a position on last Monday. A lot of different folks from the community. I want to say those names: Nancy C. Lopez, Justin A. Wright, William B. Wilmore, Wayna A. Dobson, Andre L. Harris, Letitia Bracy, John Johnson Jr., Kathleen R. Patterson, Charles B. Vincent, Devon M. Hall, that's me, Deborah E. Crake, Gary C. Leonarducci, Donald A. Farrell, James J. Taylor. Samuel L. Guy was not here for the interview, but he did apply and he did qualify, of course. He was a former councilman, but he wasn't here. And Jeffrey A. Santoro. We all wanted to serve for probably the same reason, to help the community. I'm thankful for everybody that was able to get up here and speak. For those, I think we had 20 minutes at the most that we could interview for. Everybody was average about 10. I'm thankful for the time that I spent, the questions that I was able to answer, and I'm thankful that a qualified candidate was selected, somebody from the community, I think, who some of the community knows, I think. And at the city building where there's community service done, the community service building, I know that she is known in that building because she does that work with the Urban League. And tonight, the ACLU has a workshop that I'm actually going to. It started at 6:30. So I'm going to hurry up and I'm going to get up there to the community service building where community service work is done. I know Mr. Spadola knows about that building too. But the community really needs leaders that are active,
30 seconds.
And that are participatory, that are reachable, that are accessible to them. And all of the community representatives that sit here in these seats today have that ability. You guys can all be accessible. You guys can all do the work. And I know you will. And I'm thankful for each and every one of you. And happy holidays. God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Happy holidays to you also. Next, we have Brendan Fletcher.
Hello, my name is Brendan Fletcher. I live in the 5th District. Councilwoman Fields is my councilwoman. I actually didn't sign up to give public comment because I don't know really if the issues that I have today are within what the council has the power to do or what you guys have already done. You have passed laws that just seem to be sitting at the mayor's desk that aren't being enforced. And I urge council to not just legislate and not just pass ordinances, but to encourage the administration to begin to take action on the ordinance that are on the books. So for example, renters, rent withholding is a big one. There's no process from Mike Przicki to enforce that existing law that could protect renters. We look at Adams Street, 27 families evicted from their homes. A rent escrow program would have helped those families, would have encouraged the landlord, the slum, to make the repairs. The issue lies with the mayor, but I'm asking you to stand up to the mayor. make the mayor do his job. Have a spine. Tell the mayor to do his job. We have an issue in Wilmington. People are losing their homes, and 2 blocks away we see development. We see luxury towers. 901 Market. No one who's being evicted from their home could afford to live in any of these new units. And so we have to think about ways to stabilize our communities, provide affordable housing, preserve affordable housing, and make sure that we're enforcing the laws that the city has so that we can protect renters. I'm afraid that Wilmington is not going to look how it does in the next 10 years. It's going to be different. I'm not against the development that's happening downtown. I think it's great. I think we need more mixed income communities, but we should not be displaced. Families should not be displaced from their homes. And Councilman Fields, I'm asking you directly. Stand up for the people in West Center City, because that's the downtown development district. That's where people are feeling squeezed. Tell the mayor to enforce down payment and settlement assistance. Tell the mayor to enforce rent withholding, to protect renters' rights, to protect legacy homeowners, to protect and stabilize our communities. If you're serious about building wealth through homeownership, and if you're serious about maintaining the wealth in Black communities, then you will encourage the mayor to do his job. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, I believe we have 3 people who have signed up on Zoom for public comment. First, we have Jeff Shiverson. Jeff Shiverson, are you still with us? Okay, I will move to Donatello Moss. Donatello Moss. Okay, I'll move to our final virtual public comment, Jonathan Oak. Jonathan Oak. On WITN, are any of those 3 who signed up for public comment virtually, are they still with us?
Hello?
Yes. May you please introduce you? Yes, we can hear you. May you please introduce yourself?
Jonathan Oak.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem.
You may give your public comment.
So I think speeding has been like a reoccurring issue throughout the city. It's really all I gotta say. I mean, it's a simple like theory.
Okay, thank you very much. We appreciate your participation. Are there any particular sections of the city that you're concerned about, Mr. Oak? I think he may have already left. All right, I do want to thank everyone who joined us in council chambers and virtually, and especially those who joined us in chambers. Mr. Tate, Mr. DeMarquis, and Mr. Brandon Fletcher. The 3 of you have been extremely and consistently engaged on council and during our committee meetings, and your voices are very much appreciated. We'd like to continue to encourage you to come up and come to our meetings to let us know how you feel, let us know your concerns. We want to encourage others to do the same, whether it's in council chambers or virtually. Please continue to engage as much as you can. At this time, we will move to legislative business. Again, this evening, we're going to dispense from calling each council member's name for legislative business. Only those council members with legislative business will be called. Council Member Harley.
Yes, Mr. President, I have an ordinance to present and call for the first and second reading.
Mr. President, just for the record, if I may, item
Yes.
0057 can it be stated for the record? It's the action that's taken.
Yes. Councilmember Darby, yes, you may.
Revision 1 to Agenda 0057 is being held this evening, which is substitute number 1 to ordinance number 21024. Thank you, Mr. President. Councilwoman Harley.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. President, I have an ordinance to present and call for the first and second reading.
Ordinance 22049, Agenda 0219, in ordinance to amend Chapter 37 of the City Code to extend a fire lane along the entire extension of Christina Landing Drive.
First reading of the ordinance.
An ordinance to amend Chapter 37 of the City Code to extend a fire lane along the entire extension of Christina Landing Drive.
Mr. President, I move that,
Second reading of the ordinance.
Mr. President, I move that it be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and refer it to the Public Works and Transportation Committee.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and referred to the Public Works and Transportation Committee.
Mr. President, I have another ordinance to present and call for the first and second reading.
Ordinance 22050, Agenda 0257, an ordinance to rezone 14 parcels of land within the area generally bounded by Maryland Avenue, the Amtrak Railroad corridors, I-95 and Lower Elm Street from a zoning classification of M1 light manufacturing to a zoning classification of C2 secondary business center.
Mr. President,
First reading of the,
go ahead.
first reading of the ordinance.
An ordinance to rezone 14 parcels of land within the area generally bounded by Maryland Avenue, the Amtrak Railroad corridors, I-95 and Lower Elm Street from a zoning classification of M1 light manufacturing to a zoning classification of C2 secondary business centers.
Mr. President.
Second reading of the ordinance.
Mr. President, I move that it be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and refer it to the Planning Commission and the Community Development and Urban Planning Committee.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and referred to the Community Development and Urban Planning Committee.
Mr. President, I have a resolution to present.
Resolution 22080, Agenda 0258, whereas on December 8, 2022, an ordinance was introduced before City Council proposing an amendment to the building zone map of Wilmington, Delaware to change the zoning classification of 14 parcels of land located within the area generally bounded by Maryland Avenue.
I move this resolution be received, recorded, and filed and adopted by a yea and nay vote.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that this resolution be received, recorded, and filed and adopted by a yea or nay vote on the question.
Yes, Mr. President, the resolution is being presented by the administration for City Council's review and approval. This resolution is scheduled for a public hearing on January 19th, 2023 at 6:30 p.m. in the City Council chambers regarding an ordinance proposing the rezoning of 14 parcels of land located within the area generally bounded by Maryland Avenue, the Amtrak Railroad corridor, I-95, and Lower Elm Street.
Are there any questions from council? And if not, clerk, please call for the roll.
Councilwoman Harley.
Yes.
Councilwoman Fields.
Yes.
Councilwoman McCoy.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes.
Councilman Field.
Yes.
Councilwoman Cabrera.
Yes.
Councilman Mills.
Yes.
Councilman Spadola.
Yes.
Councilwoman Bracy.
Yes.
President Congo.
Yes.
10 yeas and 2 absent.
That's all I
Declared
have.
adopted.
That's all I have, Mr. President.
All right, thank you very much. And I think that does conclude legislative business. At this time, we will move to petitions and communications. Councilmember Harley.
Oh, yes, Mr. President. I have a couple of announcements to make. I just want to say that on this Saturday at 11 o'clock p.m. At 226 North Walnut Street, I am going to be partnering with the Heart for the City nonprofit. We're going to be doing the first time home buyers seminar. As we know and as we have been hearing about affordable housing, a lack of housing, this is an opportunity for us to share with the community that this seminar is going to take place on this Saturday and again at 11 o'clock a.m. at 226 North Walnut Street, which is Old Asbury Church. And I'm asking my council member colleagues to please share the information with your constituents as well as for everyone that would like to come and is looking forward to information to become a first-time home buyer. Also on Monday, December the 12th at 12 o'clock, at the same address, we're going to be partnering to give out items to the homeless. There's going to be a food truck, hats, socks, coats, toiletry bags, and that's going to be at 12 o'clock. And again, that is on Monday. So again, there's going to be a lot of giveaways on Monday at the same address, which is 226 North Walnut Street. And then lastly, I want to just thank all of the community leaders in the 4th District for their leadership, the Civic Association leaders, the Homeowners Association leaders, the 4th District Neighborhood Planning Council leader, and all the stakeholders and all the partners in the 4th District that have worked, partnered, and helped to move this 4th District forward this year. And last but not least, I want to wish everyone a happy, safe holiday. That's all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you. Councilmember Fields.
Yes, thank you, Council President. First, before I start with my communications, I would like to say it should have been a call to order because the constituent should have been speaking to you as the president, not me as the councilwoman. However, I do appreciate his comments, and we actually, the same conversation he had up front is the same conversation that we had in the hallway, and we were at an agreement. So I just want to say that that should have been a point of order. He shouldn't have been speaking to me. He should have been speaking to you. Moving forward, West Side Holiday Raffle, Latin Flavor, Dominican Cafe, a $25 gift card, Taco House and Pizza, a $20 gift card, Marengo House, a $25 gift card. What they're asking you is if you visit different entrepreneurs in the West Side and you show your receipt, you take a picture of your receipt, and then you send it to West Side Grows Organization Holiday Raffle, you will be entered in for these gift cards. I do have a flyer, and it will be on my page. Also, West Side Grows and Books and Bagels presents Holiday Reading and Hot Cocoa. West Side Grows and Books and Bagel for community holiday reading and hot chocolate. We will be reading holiday classics and more. Stop by and celebrate with the West Side. Shop small. December the 2nd, the 9th, and the 16th from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. The address is 1139 West 7th Street, Wilmington, Delaware, 19801. Also, agent and staging homeowner repair program. Repair or replace roof, repair or replace furnace, install or replace handicap accessible ADA. Limited funds are available. Apply while funds last. Qualifications: you must be a homeowner, must reside in the home, 55 years of age or older, or disabled. Cannot be in the process of foreclosure and have to be in qualified census tracts 22-23. If you're not sure if you're in those census tracts, you can contact Star Wilson at 302-658-4171, extension 198, or apply online at www.westsidegrows.org, home repair. And I do have an application, so I actually can have it printed down if people want to come to the office and get a copy of it. Also, one more event, and I believe my colleagues are going to be a part of this. On December the 24th, 2020, from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., Dream Come True Christmas Toy Giveaway. They asked to please donate new unwrapped toys for local children in this holiday season. The Czech Rocks presents the Gift of Learning Christmas Clinic. So they're going to have a lot of different things down here at the Chase Fieldhouse, and they're asking everyone to register. I thought I had the right, the right flyer with the registration information. But if you call the office or you email me, I will be sure to make sure you have the information so that you can register. And with my quotes. This was sent to me by one of the constituents that continues to watch our council meetings, Miss Nora. Stay close to people who feel like sunshine. And then I have one more. Kindness in words create confidence. Kindness in thinking creates profoundness. Kindness in giving creates love. Thank you, Mr. President. That's all. Oh, wait a minute. I want to tell everybody thank you so much. Happy holidays. God bless you. Stay warm. Stay healthy. If you feel like you're not feeling well, please don't go around other people. If you want to wear your mask to stay safe. Don't forget, you still have COVID shots, flu shots available at all the different clinics. And I do want to say to all of my constituents in the 5th District, I appreciate you and I thank you. And I appreciate your support with what I've been doing in the 5th District thus far. And Happy New Year, because things are coming new in the new year for the 5th District. We're moving it forward. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Councilmember Fields. And yes, you are correct. We all missed that one because that should have been a point of order called by any of us on City Council. Thank you. Councilmember McCoy.
Thank you, Mr. President. So I have an announcement to make about IAFF, which is, I believe it's the International Association of Firefighters, 1590. They have been asking for donations. They are doing the Operation Warm. This has been something that they've done annually, which they are collecting either donations or funds in order to purchase coats for our children in the area. This is something I've done with them regularly. I've actually just shared, not only did I donate, I was able to share their link, but some people are a little bit cautious about putting information on those links. So I am now receiving coats. People are sending me coats. So I'm just saying thank you for those who are actually purchasing a new coat and making certain that I receive it. I will make certain that they have it. And I do believe that they do have donations have been sent. I don't think that they've actually hit their goal. So I've asked everyone who does see the link on my social media to please give, because we definitely want to make certain that we make certain that the children here within the city of Wilmington, not just my community, but anyone in Wilmington, that they can receive a coat if needed. And so that is Operation Warm. We're still collecting. Also, Hedgeville Civic Association President Yvonne Murray, she actually was doing a coat drive as well. Coats, hats, scarves, and gloves. That she is actually going to be doing something on December 21st. They've already started collecting, but they will be giving them out on December 21st at 609 South Harrison Street at noon, I believe. I will definitely have a flyer up, so if there's more information or you had any questions, you can always contact me through my social media. The other thing, I'm sorry, and then also, I've always donated to Canby Park Townhomes. They also have a toy drive, and they give toys. Not only do they give toys, but Santa comes and visits the Canby Park Townhomes every year, and he gives out toys to the kids that live within that community. So we already have toys that are on the way, but I don't have a date yet for Santa, so I'm sorry I cannot share when he's going to be out there. But that would definitely be that's specifically for that community, for Canby Park. I do have some things I also wanted to remind people of. I did send a message out to Wilmington Police Department and asked them to put together a graphic, and they did. I'm so happy that they put a graphic out talking about porch pirates. Right now, a lot of people are actually doing a lot of purchasing online, and I just want to make certain that we are more vigilant about how we are receiving those packages. I don't want to see anyone get anything stolen. It should be underneath the tree, wrapped perfectly for them to open. So we should be using better judgment on where those packages are being either brought to our place of business or kept at the store for us to pick up if we're not feeling safe about what lands on our step. And even though I've heard a lot of things said about the post office is not the only one who is delivering packages. We have many other organizations, FedEx, UPS, and Amazon and everyone else. So just please be a little bit more vigilant. And then also, I've already had a car stolen in my district. Please, please stop leaving your keys in your car running to heat it up. I beg you, I do not want to see anyone carless during the holidays or any other time frame. So when it comes to warming your car up, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to take that extra 5 minutes to actually sit in your car while it heats up if you need to pull off. I do ask that we don't have our officers having to do these little like coming to your house over things that didn't have to happen. These are just like little errors. These are mistakes, and we just want to make certain that we close up those little holes moving forward. Everyone else, I just want to say thank you so much for this year. I thank all of the leadership within my district. Although Byard right now, they have just gotten a brand new president. I look forward to Byard Square. I look forward to working with him. So hello to Brad Owens, I think. And then also Norma Ramirez has been very great with making certain that I have any information when it comes to Canby Park. Yvonne Murray, who's my Hedgeville president, she has actually been on top of things and having her board together. And even though we don't have quite a president at the moment for Browntown, Doreen Robinson has been on the spot, making certain I'm always aware of what's going on within the community. She is part of the board, but she is not the working president. So I have 4 great communities that are working together and working with me, and I just want to wish them Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. That's it.
Thank you, Councilman Johnson.
Good evening, everyone. During this time of year, again, peace be with everyone. Be well and safe and healthy. Do have a lot of announcements. I know my colleagues, Councilmember McCoy and Councilmember Fields talked about it. We still have a lot of action on the west side. Actually, this upcoming Saturday, there's the holiday chair event, which is partnership between Be Ready Church and Westside Grows. It's crafts, food, and fun for the kids, and it's from 12 to 2 on Saturday. And then later in the month is Goldie's Mini Market, which is on 4th Street. It is the free holiday meal. I actually remember talking to them about this last month, and they are really excited. I believe this is the second year they've been doing this, and so they're really excited to be a part of the 4th Street community as we're looking to rebuild the 4th Street corridor. So the date is December 23rd. And it is 11 to 2 p.m. Again, this is Goldie's Mini Market on 4th Street. And last but not least, just to kind of put it in everyone's ear early, is save the date for Monday, January 16th, which is the 11th annual MLK Day cleanup, and also Peace March. That's always a very, very good event, as it is what we try to do in Wilmington in the collective memory of Martin Luther King Jr. So please save the date. More details will come out later about types of vendors and music. There's always a great event, but I just want everyone to get that date out there. Also, another items I would like to congratulate Miss Brianna and her team for their grand opening event last weekend. For everyone who hasn't heard of them, Delaware Center for Dance is a new nonprofit asset. It's at 840 North Union Street. Ms. Brianna brings her experience to the table, and we are really looking forward to having her on the west side. She's working with our many community partners. It's a minority-owned business, and I'm just really looking forward to her serving the community. Not only does she offer private dance, but she also offers dance to low-income communities. So I'm really looking forward to it. I was not able to get there and dance myself. Everyone who has seen me knows I have a bad foot right now, but I will be there hopefully dancing soon, and really look forward to having her on the west side and being part of the community. So congratulations, Miss Brianna. I'm sorry I missed the Jerry Dean's food there as well, but I heard it was great. And also another announcement, since this is our last meeting before January, is we do have our public safety meeting. Not public safety meeting, our finance committee meeting, which is Tuesday, January 3rd at 5 p.m. Instead of the first Monday in the month, it'll be the first Tuesday in the month. We have a lot to discuss. Just as a heads up, as to what we're doing in Finance Committee. Besides talking about the budget, we're going to be talking about a groundbreaking disparity study, which has been really years in the making. And our former colleague, Councilmember Dixon, and also Council President, was part of spearheading this. And we're really looking forward to it. January, we're not going to have the full release ready. It'll be ready for the February meeting, but it will be a lot of information about how we're going to change our procurement process and changing the laws so that it levels the playing field for DVEs. And last but not least, about public safety, is to add on what Councilmember McCoy said, again, the holiday time is a prime time for porch pirates. So please, if you can, get the cameras, the Ring cameras, and please just keep lights on, cars locked, everything that WPD says. But also, as terms of a city, we need to continue to look out and be there. We are going to have a lot of announcements in the new year about some public safety initiatives. As you all know, we've been working with the collective, and we're getting ready to talk about the next steps. And there's going to be significant steps. And you know, as we are transitioning from a new police chief on council, we're hard at work at making a plan for public safety that doesn't just involve the police, but works with the police. So please stay tuned for those announcements in January. And again, everyone be safe and well.
Thank you. Councilmember Field.
Thank you. I just want to thank everybody that is working to make Wilmington better. All of the people in this room, but then just in every neighborhood throughout the city, there are people that are on civic associations or can come to meetings and volunteer their time, or people that just get out and just do stuff because they want to make their city and their neighborhood and their community better. And I think the media always tends to portray the negative and highlight the bad news, but there's just a lot of good stuff going on throughout the city. I see it every day, every corner of the city, and I'm grateful for that as we close out 2022. And to all city residents, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, and enjoy the rest of the holiday season, and early Happy New Year in 2023. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Cabrera.
Thank you, Mr. President. First, I would like to share an announcement for one of our constituents and good friend, our community godson, Miss Stacy Henry. She is sharing information on 100 Men Reading, and there is an event that is taking place this Saturday, December 10th, at the Police Athletic League of Wilmington at the Powell Center, and it's called the First District Readiness Team, and they present the 19th Annual Community Stream Program, and the letters stand for Science, Technology, Read, Engineering, Art, and Math. So happy to see art included in that. This event is free, and it's taking place at 3701 Market Street at the Powell Center. They're going to have workshops, games and prizes, face painting, STEM fun, build bookcases, free books, giveaways, a free dinner, community conversation, and entertainment. It is sponsored by the Police Athletic League of Wilmington and 100 Men Reading. Thinking of that organization, of our wonderful Imani Henry when she started that right there at Harlan School, and how the organization has grown to do great things. And I'm just so proud to see the work that continues to be done. I also, during the holidays, even though it's a happy time that we celebrate, do want to remind people that there are others that may not be so fortunate, that may not be celebrating. So whenever possible, look in on your neighbors, especially our seniors. Make sure that they're safe, they're warm, that they have food and transportation. And sometimes visiting and just having a conversation is the greatest gift that you can give, and it doesn't cost anything, because loneliness is very real, and people do suffer from a lot of depression and mental health issues during this time of year when some are celebrating, others are remembering losses and are alone. So just a reminder that if you can, go out there and be a good Samaritan and do things like that. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that if you can donate, if you're able to, there's so many organizations, as some of my colleagues mentioned here tonight, that are gathering, whether it's food, the coats, money, or toys. Please give generously if you're able to do so. I also want to bring up fire safety because it's a happy time of year with all the lights brightly lit. But what do? We get those extension cords and we start plugging everything in that nearest outlet. A lot of our homes are old here in Wilmington. You can overload the circuits and cause an electrical circuit fire. If unsure, give our fire department a call. Bring in an electrician, get advice, but do not overload the circuits. And even at a hardware store, there's some of the strips that you can buy that if it's happening, it will, will shut it off automatically. So keep that in mind. Want to say thank you to my colleagues. It's been a great year, and thank you for your support and the work that each of you do in your districts, in your community. As an at-large member, I'm just so happy to go across the city and see the wonderful work that is being done and that we're able to work together. And I'm looking forward to next year being a year that we continue and grow in the efforts of taking care of our city and our constituents. And to our constituents, thank you for your participation, for the things that you do, for the people that are out there contributing and making our city a better place, the unsung heroes that are constantly among us that do things for attention. Thank you to you. You know who you are. And some of the most important people that sometimes get overlooked, but we could not do our jobs the way that we do if we did not have the support of our wonderful staff. So I'm sure that on behalf of all of my council members, we can agree that we could say a big thank you to the city council staff, to our new chief of staff who has just come in, Mona Parikh, and has really been a bright light. But still, our staff has always been there doing the work, so I thank each and every one of you. So I now will wish you a happy holiday and a new year, a prosperous new year. Feliz Año Nuevo, próspero Año Nuevo, y feliz Navidad a todos ustedes. Gracias.
Thank you. Councilmember Mills.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. I too wanted to say thank you to my council colleagues and the council staff for all the great work they've been doing. The behind the scenes work that their everyday resident doesn't know about, the Zooms, the calls, and just say keep up the great work. And to all the residents, just say have a happy and safe holiday season. Please be aware COVID is still around. It is flu season, and after the Thanksgiving gatherings, both of those numbers, cases rose. So just be safe when your family members and have a great holiday. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Councilman Spadola.
Thank you, Council President. I don't have much, just a lot of good events coming up in the city as we close out the year. I'm sure I look forward to seeing a lot of residents and constituents. There's a lot of exciting things happening in the city, and I think we got a lot of good momentum moving into the new year. And thank you to the staff and my colleagues, and I wish everybody a safe, happy, and healthy holiday and safe travels wherever we may be going.
Thank you. Councilmember Bracy.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'll be brief as well. Just want to remind everyone to support our local small businesses and our entrepreneurs during the holiday season. Don't go into debt, spending all your money trying to buy, a bunch of stuff. But when you do shop local, shop small. Our small businesses and our merchants here in the city really need all of our support. I also want to say that as we think about the holidays, remember that the holidays shouldn't be the only time that you give and serve. So, there are plenty of opportunities for us to donate toys and food and clothes and be of service during this time, and we should, but don't let that stop December 31st. Make sure that you continue finding ways to get out in the community, in the city, and serve and make this the city that you want it to be. I wish everyone a happy holidays and stay safe. And thank you.
Okay, thank you. I also would like to thank all of council staff on the 9th floor and on WITN. Thank you for another Job well done. Another year completed. This has been a very trying year for all of us on council, with the 3 council members who have passed away, but we managed to stick together and support each other and to continue the work. So again, thank you, staff. Thank you to my colleagues for another year well done. We still have a lot of work to do. I want to thank all the public for showing up at council meetings in chambers. It's really good to be back in chambers where the public can join us. I want to thank those who have joined us virtually, and I want us to remember that those who don't show up but still have concern, and those who don't call or email or even know how to access city government, it's our responsibility to continue to fight for them also and advocate for them also. I want to wish everyone happy holiday, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa. For those who don't, celebrate any particular holiday, good health to you and your family. Continue to cherish your family and your friends. As far as city politics, we know that our chief has stepped down, so I just want to encourage the administration to on his next appointment to make sure that it is someone who is going to be more transparent, more engaging with council, and especially within the Wilmington Police Department, just to encourage them to keep doing the outstanding job that they have been doing. But I think it's really important that administration gets it right and appoints somebody who's gonna raise the bar even higher. I definitely wish Chief Tracy and his family well, wherever they may land. But particularly for the city of Wilmington, I hope that we are able to appoint someone who is going to, again, just raise the bar and make that police department whole and make sure that they are appreciated by just the constant engagement and with us on city council. I think that is everything. Again, I want to welcome Councilmember Bracy. I know this is, I believe, your second official meeting. Again, you have come in with your feet, hitting the ground running. Job well done on only 2 meetings. I can tell that you are really going to bring a lot to council. I'm looking forward to working with you and continuing to looking forward to working with all of my council members and the staff. Again, it's been a trying year, but we made it. I just want to encourage us to continue to fight the good fight, and when necessary to be good trouble. And with that, I will accept the motion to adjourn.
Mr. President, before the motion, may I have a second?
Yes, Councilmember.
I was remiss.
Cabrera.
Thank you. I was remiss to not thank our city employees for all the work that they do to keep our city running, especially our first responders, our public works, everybody out there. So sorry that I did forget to mention them. Thank you to you. Looking forward to working with you next year. And with that, I entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Meeting adjourned.